On the eve of a soccer match pitting France against Israel, pro-Palestinians and a Jewish group took to the streets separately. Pro-Palestinian protesters say the Nations League match should be cancelled or boycotted.
Le match de la honte, c'est le match de la honte.
This protester called it the match of shame. Outside the stadium where the game is set to take place, French authorities have ramped up security. Thousands of police are set to be deployed, according to Paris's police force. The hope is to avoid a repeat of violent clashes that unfolded in the Netherlands last week after an Israeli team played in Amsterdam. At least 5 people were hospitalized in what Israeli and Dutch politicians called anti-Semitic attacks. Pro-Palestinians have said they were responding to an attack by Israel supporters and anti-Arab chants. On Wednesday, France coach Didier Deschamps said the match north of Paris was unfolding under a heavy context. Here's Israel captain Eli Dassa.
It's not the perfect time, I would say, but it is what it is. We are expecting a good game tomorrow. We want to represent our country.
The match comes at a fraught moment. Diplomatic relations between French President Emmanuel Macron and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have become strained by Israel's war in Gaza. Macron is expected to attend Thursday's game. Passions over Israel's conduct in the enclave run high in France. It's home to Europe's largest Jewish and Muslim communities. The head of a council of Jewish institutions in France, Jonathan Arfi, said he's worried about the game.
In an ideal world, football remains just football. However, in 2024 in Europe, 1 year after October 7th, a few days after Amsterdam, well, this event takes on an additional dimension. It's become a moment to affirm Republican values in the face of anti-Semitism.
France's Human Rights Commission said reports of anti-Semitic attacks skyrocketed by nearly 300% last year, with anti-Muslim acts up around a third. French-Palestinian lawyer Salah Hamouri says it's impossible to separate soccer from politics. The athletes who are in the team, a part of them, were also in the army or are still in the army. This is why this match must be suspended, he said. Following the violence in Amsterdam, local authorities imposed a protest ban. Dutch police say they've removed hundreds of pro-Palestinian protesters since then, with more detained on Wednesday. As for the Paris match, turnout for the game is expected to be low. Israel has urged its citizens to avoid attending cultural and sporting events abroad following last week's violence. Some 20,000 fans are expected in the stadium that can hold 4 times as many people.